Free Tirzepatide meal plan. If you're on WEGOVY or Mounjaro or Zepbound, this is the episode for you. I've got a dietitian created meal plan shopping list, and it's a ton of resources on today's episode that we're going to talk about of what do I eat on Tirzepatide, what do I eat on Zepbound. Today's the episode for you. If we don't know each other, hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've had the privilege of being on GLP-1 medication for the last year and a half of my life with tremendous success of losing over 90 pounds. Woo! From being morbidly obese to now just overweight. On that quest to 100-pound weight loss. And how I'm doing that is making permanent lifestyle changes with my eating and with physical activity. So let's go ahead and dive in. I've got for you all of the free resources linked down below in the description. So if you get confused here on YouTube where the description is, click that more, which is right there. You may need to click it twice to get all of these links I'm going to be sharing with you today, because we are going to talk about the Zepbound meal plan, the viral cottage cheese flatbread recipe. I've got that for you too. And then a third option, you're going to want to stay till the end. If you're incredibly busy and or you don't like to cook, I've also got some great stuff. You're going to want to, that's at the very end though. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first part of this is I have zero qualifications to be a dietitian. Being morbidly obese, one doesn't necessarily have a healthy relationship with food. So I bought this meal plan from a dietitian who has her master's degree in nutrition. She is fantastic. She's dramatically changed the level in which I eat. And so I bought this for $500. I've actually bought two of them now for $1,000 in free meal plans for the Countess of Shopping community. My hot husband thought I was cuckoo puff crazy. But I did it because everyone kept asking me, what can I eat? So I bought these meal plans so I could own the licensing rights to them to give them to you for free. So then there's zero excuses of, I don't know what to eat on Mounjaro, or I don't know what to eat on Zepbound. I don't know what to eat on WEGOVY, Tirzepatide, semaglutide. This all big ball of wax for anyone you know. Feel free to share this video if someone just started or is an OG and you're like, I'm getting sick of the food I'm eating. This is for you. So what we first got, when you click the link down below on countessofshopping.com, your one-stop place to get 50 free articles about GLP-1 medications, is this meal plan. Now let's dive in and dissect this meal plan. The first thing on there is it's protein focused, right? We know we need 100 to 120 grams of protein per day per the GLP-1 dietitian. Again, this is not medical advice. Talk to your own doctor, talk to your own healthcare. I would never give you medical advice. Simply my experience, strength, and hope of what's working really, really well for me to help with my appetite suppression, to help continue to lose weight, and to help combat against muscle mass loss on a GLP-1 medication. So the first thing that I've got going on here is chocolate protein pancakes. In this meal plan, it has not only the shopping list with it, but it also has these recipes included in there for you. So it's a large PDF file for you that you can download, you can print it, you can easily, I just keep mine on my phone and my Google Docs so I can easily refer to it at mealtime, but it has in here and you can make modifications with it. I love for these Cottage, they're the chocolate protein pancakes. I personally have been using with it because many of you asked me about plant protein shakes. I have been using BIOPTIMIZERS protein breakthrough. I will link that down in the description link below. In addition, use the discount code QUEEN, Q-U-E-E-N, and you can get an extra discount with that too. That has been great for these cottage, they're not cottage cheese pancakes, they're protein pancakes. And it's using in there, and you can modify this. And this is one of the biggest things I want you to take away from this meal plan is I want you to be so excited about this meal plan that you literally skip to the grocery store or skip to your meal, like your grocery delivery with this. Make modifications on this, and this is tip number one, is first to get it. Tip number two is make modifications for you for things you love. How do we make permanent lifestyle changes as we're going through on this healthy way of living to completely transform our lives with Zepbound, Mounjaro, WEGOVY, Ozempic, semaglutide, Tirzepatide? We customize it for ourselves. So for example, in this meal plan, I had the dietitian, I walked through, this was a long process, friends, and I'm giving it to you totally for free. It took hours upon hours, and again, $1,000 of my own, the counts and my own money to create this, to give it for free, is I want you to customize it for you, to make it work for you. Included in here is a salmon dish. Guess what? I don't like salmon. But why did I leave the salmon dish in there? Because I know many of you guys do like salmon or have easier access to it than say other kinds of fish. If you don't like fish at all, don't use salmon. Or for me, I don't like salmon, but I like tuna. I am substituting in there for this part, I'm substituting in there tuna. Fish. If you don't like fish, then make it chicken or make it some other protein. This is where the secret sauce comes in. The secret sauce is you customizing it for yourself on there. That is my biggest thing I want to make sure you guys take away with this. These are super, super easy recipes. For example, cucumber and smoked oyster spread. If you don't like oysters, I love oysters. If you don't like that, then substitute it in for something else. Make it cucumber and then another protein. Maybe you like feta cheese. Maybe you are a vegetarian and you would rather use tofu in there. There's lots of other things you can use. If you don't like these things, make it so you do like it. The part 2 of that then is just make sure you change the shopping list. You can easily go through and print this out or put it on your Google Drive doc so then it's like a digital file on your phone, and then you can just change the shopping list to what you want it to be on there. So if it's not salmon, you want to make it tuna, for example, then just add in there so it makes it really easy for grocery shopping. What I do is I just plug this into Instacart. Right now, Costco has Instacart gift cards on sale. Run and go get those. But so however you do your grocery delivery or going to the actual grocery store. Now, within this meal plan, you will notice at the very bottom, it has in there the snack. I don't usually eat that snack after 7 o'clock. I usually make the kitchen closed and get away from my kitchen so I don't have any sort of snacking issues at nighttime. So it has a snack on there. If you don't want to have a snack, just combine that with your dinner. But you'll notice it has the BIOPTIMIZERS magnesium on there. Now, BIOPTIMIZERS has been incredibly generous with us to give a free 14-day supply to the Countess of Shopping community. And all the people jumped up and down. I was so excited. The literally audible, I hollered when I got the email that I could get you guys some free product. It is linked down in the description link below. And I love BIOPTIMIZERS and I use their magnesium. I actually had bought their product a while back because another influencer had recommended it. That's the size of the pills. And I bought it because it has 7 types of magnesium in it. And this particular influencer who I love had recommended it. The previous magnesium, if you go back to my OG videos, I am recommending another type of magnesium. It only had 1. When I started taking BIOPTIMIZERS Magnesium Breakthrough, I noticed a breakthrough in terms of my sleep. If you're having constipation issues with GLP-1 medication, stress reduction, but that, I call it Princess and the Pea, Disney sleep, it changed my sleep levels. And I wear the Oura Ring and I've done a whole video separately on that if you're having sleep issues. I could use my Oura Ring data to prove and show how much my sleep score had changed as a result of taking BIOPTIMIZERS. In addition to the constipation, not having that issue anymore, in addition to the muscle recovery, because I do work out now, I lift, I do Pilates, I walk a ton of miles each week, which I'm like, who dis? This previous woman before did not do all that. And the muscle recovery that BIOPTIMIZERS also provides on there. Now, obviously, with any supplement, talk to your doctor or healthcare provider before taking them. For me, this has been a godsend. I'm so glad I bought it many, many months ago. And I bought it to test and try to see, would this work as well for me as it would as the influencer who had recommended it to me? It was game changing for me in terms of my weight loss journey. So they have been very generous. Make sure you run down to the description link below to get your free 14-day supply of this. It has been awesome. Highly recommend BIOPTIMIZERS and their magnesium breakthrough. And I take these on trips with me too. Literally, I travel a bunch for my job. I'm going to be traveling out to Vegas here very shortly. Guess what's coming in my suitcase? This is so helpful. Literally, I had a red eye coming back from LA a month or 2 ago, and I popped it right before I went to sleep on the airplane, and I was out like a little baby light and got to sleep the whole red eye. So it has made such a big difference for me with the BIOPTIMIZERS Magnesium Breakthrough, and I have included that on the meal plan to help remind you to take their BIOPTIMIZERS Magnesium too. It's been so helpful for me. Okay. Let's go over to the next part of our meal plan. It has in there all of those new, and this is different than my other Mounjaro meal plan that I've given away for free. This is the second one. So the recipes are different, the foods are different. I intentionally worked with, again, that dietitian created component on here to help have new ideas and making it modified for what you like. Now, here's the other part about it too, is it has on there different snacks. It has like a pomegranate yogurt bark. If you don't like pomegranate, you don't have access to pomegranate, use another kind of fruit. This is why I'm saying like customize it to your level. But the second part of this, it is not included on here, but I'm going to link it down below, is the viral cottage cheese flatbread. I have my own recipe. I've been testing this for you guys. It has a ton of protein in it, a ton of protein. And it's literally, the way that I made it was cottage cheese, 2 eggs, and it's so good. You can use them as flatbread wraps or for like pizza if you want. I got some fresh herbs to put into it, and I just used y'all my magic blender. I'll link that down in the description link below too. This is what the cottage cheese looks like blended. It's like a thick, not Alfredo, but you can use so many different things with cottage cheese. If you have not gotten into this viral trend of using cottage cheese in your Tirzepatide meal plan or with your WEGOVY meal plan, I highly recommend. Cooking it, it was awesome. It took no time at all to make this, but this was my final flatbread. How good does that look, by the way? Now, I added a ton of seasoning on there. Why? One of my besties tells me, season. I used to not season food at all and be like, it tastes gross. No wonder it tastes gross. You're not using good seasonings. So I had fresh herbs on there. You don't have to use fresh herbs if you don't want to, but I happened to have, because I was cooking a bunch of things with fresh basil, fresh thyme, fresh rosemary. If you've got those in your garden right now, great. I added some black sesame seeds on there. I didn't have any more of the everything in the bagel seasoning, but you certainly could put that on here. I added a herbs de Provence salt on there too, so it had this great infusion of herbs in there. It's really, really good. Now on the back of, oh shoot, I meant to get the picture for it. If it's undercooked, you use a piece of parchment paper and get the recipe down below. Just make sure you flip it over. If it's not cooked well on the bottom, you just flip it and then bake it a little bit longer. Super, super easy. Third part, if you are busy, tell me in the comments below. I completely can understand, or have an enriched schedule. I don't like to use the word busy. I choose to have an enriched schedule as a mom, a wife, a serial entrepreneur. Finding meals that I like, that are easy to make, but also fit within my macros of my calorie goals and my protein goals. Again, trying to hit that higher protein of 100 to 120 grams of protein. That is why I've had to add in protein shakes with me. And the other thing with BIOPTIMIZERS, their mushroom breakthrough is also chef's kiss in my coffee. I'm obsessed with the salted caramel. It's only 50 calories. It has collagen in there. Someone asked me, they're like, does it taste like mushrooms? Not at all. It tastes to me like the salted caramel. They do also have a chai. They have a ton of other flavors too. I'll link that down on the description link below. But one of the dishes that my friend had recommended was some of these, and I got them from Costco. They're Kevin's. Kevin's doesn't know me from Adam, but I wanted to share with you guys how pivotal this week has been for me. I had gained a couple of pounds from being on vacation. So coming back, I've been eating super clean, really focusing in on my macros, focusing in on working out. And this Kevin's Thai style coconut chicken, shooketh. Look how many calories it has in there. It was 5 ounces of it is only 180 calories, 20 grams of protein. Let me close my mouth. Now, I am weird about cooking chicken. If you've seen in some of my other videos, many of you are too. Like, just cooking a raw chicken breast grosses me out. I don't do it, but it's such a great source of lean protein and low in calories. I'm really trying to fight against this like resistance that I'm having about chicken. And my friend was like, just get the pre-made ones, try them. And so I got these from Costco. You can get them, most grocery stores have them. Kevin's or Amy Lou is another brand. They are very easy. It took me, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15 to plate this. I added a ton of vegetables with it. I did add a little bit of rice. Costco has a cilantro lime rice. If you don't want rice, then don't have it. I had like 1/4 of a cup of rice mixed with this and then heaping vegetables. If you need to get your fiber in, this is a great way to get your fiber in with maybe some sauteed spinach or broccoli or green beans or like there's peppers. There's a ton of vegetables that you can easily saute in this. It is so simple to cook. So simple to cook. So low in calories. And even if you have double the portions, I mean, hello, if you had, it's 5 ounces, but if you had 2 of those, 10 ounces, it's only 360 calories and 40 grams of protein for just that. And the sauce is so good. Now they have the Thai coconut I liked. I also bought their meatballs, really good. Amy Lou has some chicken sausages, really good. There's a bunch of stuff. So there's a bunch of these prepackaged things. Just be mindful of the sodium, but that sodium was not bad at all. I was so happy about it. So that for busy people, if you want to substitute out one of these meals where you're like, I don't want to make your recipe. Great, it's not hurting my feelings. What's hurting my feelings and making me sad is if you're stuck and you're not modifying things to what you like. Now, for example, you could pre-make a bunch of these recipes and then put them in the freezer, right? Like if you want to go through and be like, okay, I'm going to make up some of that pressure cooker shredded barbecue chicken. I'm going to make a bunch of it and then freeze leftovers. That's what I do too for one of my busy time hacks is I'll just make overage, or I'll make overage. And then the next day for lunch, we will have that. And then I'll just cross out. But on here, for example, it has the pressure cooked for lunch, pressure cooker shredded barbecue chicken sandwich. And then you have shredded beef stuffed sweet potatoes. You could just cross that out. You could just make that leftovers. So get creative with this. The world is your oyster. I bought this, so I own the licensing rights, but I bought it to give it to you for free, to make it your own within not selling it or being ethical, obviously, with all of this. And if you have friends who are on GLP-1 medication, share this video with them so they can see how to use the free meal plan. And again, it's WEGOVY, Mounjaro, Ozempic, a partridge in a pear tree, her compound friends. Like it's meant for, you can modify this for so many different GLP-1 medications, tomato with them. So my sweet friends, I'm really excited about this. Sometimes I've talked about how I'm a turtle, and there's my turtle painting that I had talked about earlier that I painted to remind myself it's okay. Turtles win, slow and steady wins the race. I'm not at this point going to be, by the way, that was my chair. My chair creaks. Someone put in the comments the other day that I had, not to be crass, but I had tooted. And I'm like, I didn't toot. I needed to clarify. I did not toot. It was my chair. My chair it's leather. And so it makes these sounds. And someone's like, oh, Elizabeth, I just love you. You tooted on camera and you just kept going. I'm like, I swear to God, I didn't toot. I had to clear that up. Okay, what was I talking about? We were talking about food. It totally threw me off my A game. The before picture. I'm forgetting what I was going to say about that. Oh, one of the things I do want to recommend as well is obviously water, focusing on your water. Now is the time. It's hot right now. If you're watching this in wintertime, ooh, you're lucky because it's about 100 degrees here in Virginia. I am obsessed with nugget ice. These are on sale right now, and I will link them down in the description link below too. So helpful to put in your 40-ounce tumbler. Get your 40-ounce tumbler. If you don't have a water system, you need to. I've talked about that so much of what a big difference my water system has made to ensure I get my water in every day. So snag those as well. Now, before you leave this video, go down into the description. I want to make sure that you click that more button and click more again. It's a hyperlink, and that will pull up all of these beautiful links for you of all this free stuff. The free meal plan, I mean, it's got everything. Go ahead and get that free BIOPTIMIZERS Magnesium Breakthrough. You just pay for the shipping, which makes sense. They're giving you away the product for free. It's valid for US residents. So I know we've got so many Australian and UK and international Canadian audience. It's US based. So I highly, highly, highly recommend BIOPTIMIZERS too. Their stuff is chef's kiss, delicious. Use the link down below and the discount code QUEEN. If you're getting separately the protein breakthrough or the mushroom breakthrough, they have prebiotics and probiotics. They've got a ton of stuff. So, and I love it. And I bought it with my own money to test before I even shared it with you guys for quite some time to make sure, you guys know I have integrity. I test everything. I'm not gonna recommend it to you unless it's something I really, really love. I do wanna make sure you stay tuned later this week. Amazon Prime Day as of filming day right now. If you're watching this several months from now, it won't be valid, but for Amazon Prime Day, I will be doing a ton of content here too at Countess of Shopping. So make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Our question of the day, accountability. What are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Tell me down in the comments. Number 2 is our emoji of the day. Our emoji of the day is going to be a high five. High five, high five. That tells me you made it this far in the video. One, it helps me to get to know you better because I truly do care. And with thousands of people in our audience, it's an easy way for me to know you and see your handle name pop up. And then number two, I'll pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll uplift you in positive thought as an extra way of just having it, not just because that's a diminishing word, an extra way of having an encouraging, friendly, loving, kind environment. We need more of that in this world. We do. We really do. Lots of love, lots of kindness. I also want to hear after you start cooking with these recipes and start using it, I want to know, come in my free encouragement group, which is also linked down below. We're going to be having more dialogues about this. We're going to be having more picture contests with these too. Check those out. Finally, many of you guys asked about our animal rescue, Wilma. Some of you guys know, some of you don't. My husband and I work with a lot of animal rescues, and we get calls to help different variety animal rescues in the United States. This was Wilma. We were going to take her home. There's Mr. Freddie. And unfortunately, we could not foster her. We did, however, from the encouragement group challenge, make that $1,000 donation for the animal rescue. It's the Great Pyrenees here in Virginia, the animal rescue for Great Pyrenees. So that challenge, folks, that check has been, or the payment has been remitted. If you were in my free group, it was so much fun. It was such a fun challenge to work towards food goals and workout goals, and knowing that those different tasks would benefit this donation. So while we weren't able to foster her because she was showing a biting tendency, and with my 8-year-old, we can't have that, and with Mr. Freddie, we can't have that, I did want to let you know that we did make that donation. The Count and I did, and thank you for participating in that fun challenge. It was really fun to get motivated in the free group, which is why you want to join the free group too. So it's Facebook. People are like, get so confused when I say private group. It's a Facebook group, but it's private. Like, you can't publicly see it, and you have to join it, and you have to answer all the questions with it. And that's linked down below too. Okay, sweet friends, I cannot wait to see your dishes. Take photos and show me in the free group. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shop, and count my blessings because life is delicious. Love y'all. See you tomorrow.